Developing a strong workplace safety culture requires leadership commitment, open communication, and active employee engagement. Safety begins with leadership at the top and must permeate throughout every employee in the organization to ensure a safe work environment. Building a safety culture involves cultivating shared values, beliefs, and behaviors where safety is prioritized by everyone, from leadership to frontline employees. A strong safety culture goes beyond compliance, creating an environment where people work safely because they want to, not just because they are told to. Organizations with a robust safety culture report up to 70% fewer incidents, higher employee morale, and improved productivity. A strong safety culture is vital because it prioritizes worker well-being, directly reducing accidents, injuries, and fatalities while fostering a positive, productive environment. By emphasizing shared values, it encourages proactive risk identification, increases employee trust, lowers operational costs, and boosts morale, which aids in attracting and retaining top talent. Key reasons why a safety culture is crucial to ensuring a safe work environment include: reduces incidents and injuries. A positive culture encourages proactive hazard recognition, enabling employees to stop work when unsafe, thus preventing accidents. Boosts morale and retention. Employees feel valued and protected when leaders prioritize their well-being, leading to higher job satisfaction and lower staff turnover. Increases productivity and cost savings. Fewer injuries mean less downtime, lower worker compensation costs, and fewer disruptions to operations. Goes beyond compliance. It ensures safety is not just a regulatory obligation, but a core value embedded in daily operations. And improves reporting and learning. It fosters a blame-free environment where workers are more likely to report near misses and hazards, allowing for proactive, rather than reactive, safety improvements. Safety is a vital tool for businesses to protect their employees. It is also necessary to safeguard the company's bottom line, reduce losses, and achieve and maintain compliance. To ensure this safety is achieved company-wide, a culture of safety must be established. However, a true and effective culture of safety is present only if and when each and every employee, no matter the level, is responsible for creating and maintaining a safe work environment. Here are the key elements of a safety culture. Leadership commitment. Safety starts at the top, requiring leaders to be visible champions who allocate resources and model safe behaviors. Employee involvement. Involving workers in safety committees and decision-making ensures that safety protocols are practical and increases ownership. Open communication. Establishing a non-punitive, just reporting system for hazards and near misses is crucial, encouraging reporting without fear of retaliation. Continuous training. Ongoing education ensures employees know how to recognize hazards and act safely. And accountability. Shifting from backward-looking blame to forward-looking accountability prevents future mistakes. Safety leadership commitment is the foundational, visible, and active support from senior management to prioritize employee safety over operational speed, setting the tone for the entire company culture. It involves visible participation. Requires active participation, walking the talk, and field presence. Real commitment is proven through actions rather than policy statements. Resource allocation is how leaders show their true priorities by funding and supporting workplace health. Key components include financial budgeting, staff time, training, and safety equipment. Clear expectations and accountability is the practice of setting clear standards for safety and serious incident prevention, verifying individuals have the skills and knowledge to meet the expectation, providing timely positive and corrective feedback, and holding individuals responsible for ownership of their safety responsibilities. Empowerment and trust. This includes shifting from top-down rules to shared ownership, open reporting, and active worker involvement. And constant communication. It keeps rules clear, stops accidents, and builds a safe workplace. Key methods include daily talks, standards reinforcement, training, clear signs, and open feedback. Senior leadership must design the safety vision for the organization supported by policies and procedures that set the standards and expectations. Establishing a safety vision and policy involves defining a future ideal state of zero harm, supported by a written commitment from leadership that sets clear roles, accountability, and safety goals for all employees. Programs will also often have themes. Examples of themes can be things like zero injuries. Everyone goes home safe every day. Safety is no accident. Stop, think, then act. Or safety first, safety always. Encouraging employee participation requires building trust, open lines of communication, and removing barriers to involvement. Methods to boosting employee involvement can include programs like safety committees' participation and empowering the workforce with stop work authority. A workplace safety committee is a dedicated, cross-functional team of employees and management that proactively identifies hazards, reviews incident reports, and recommends corrective actions to maintain a safe working environment. These committees, which often meet monthly, enhance safety culture by fostering communication, promoting safety awareness, and strengthening employer-employee collaboration on injury prevention. Benefits of having a safety committee include reduced incidents by proactively addressing hazards lowers worker compensation costs and injuries. Compliance in that employee participation in the safety program helps meet occupational health and safety administration requirements. And while not always legally mandated by federal OSHA, some states require safety committees, and they are considered a best practice in modern business safety management. An improved organizational culture by building trust and encouraging employee involvement in safety initiatives. Though dedicated staff members may sometimes take initiative to improve safety processes on their own, creating a safety committee is a great way to institutionalize this process, keeping an organization on the path towards a safer environment. Here are some steps for establishing an effective committee. Composition. The membership should be from employee and management positions. Management roles can help seek safety improvement funding, provide insights into overall process flow, communicate ideas with other leaders, and other valuable responsibilities. Employees are at the location where the work happens. They see the work from the doer's perspective with its unique challenges to employee safety. This practical perspective brings real-world credibility and worker-to-worker relationships. Together, employees and management bring valuable insights and responsibilities neither one possesses on their own. Meetings. They bring management and workers together to review incidents, inspect hazards, and update safety rules. Key elements include setting a clear agenda, reviewing past action items, and keeping written minutes. Leadership action. It is important for leaders to follow through on safety committee recommendations because it prevents injuries, builds trust, and ensures legal compliance. Follow-through shows that management cares, will boost morale, and encourage further participation. And action tracking. This involves documenting, assigning, and monitoring safety tasks, hazard corrections, and committee recommendations to ensure accountability and closure. Core tracking elements include action owners, due dates, and status updates. Key responsibilities and activities of a safety committee include hazard identification, conducting regular workplace inspections and safety audits. These hazard hunts work to identify ways employees can get injured on the job, and then identified ways to eliminate them or mitigate the harm they can cause. Policy development. Creating and updating written safety programs and standard operating procedures. Safety policies are formal written documents that outline an organization's commitment to protecting worker health, reducing risk, and complying with safety laws. Incident investigation. Involves securing the scene, gathering facts, and finding root causes. The core steps include response and securement, data collection, and corrective action tracking. During safety committee meetings, the team should review near-miss reports and accidents since the last meeting to discuss and identify ways to prevent recurrence. And safety promotion. This includes developing safety literature, organizing training, and encouraging employee participation in safety protocols. Safety promotion through a safety committee can involve developing campaigns, contests, and education to build a strong workplace culture. Key promotion tactics may include hosting safety events, sharing awareness materials, and giving out recognition awards. Another important component of employee participating is empowering them with stop work authority. It is a policy empowering any employee to immediately halt tasks if they perceive an unsafe condition or behavior that could cause injury, environmental damage, or property loss. It establishes a non-retaliatory process where workers have both the right and responsibility to pause, investigate, and correct hazards. The purpose is to prevent incidents and injuries by allowing immediate intervention when risks are present, regardless of position, tenure, or job title. Stop work authority is used during equipment malfunctions, changing site conditions, near-miss incidents, or when facing unclear procedures. The stop work authority steps involve a standard 6-phase process. The steps are: 1. Stop. Halt the unsafe task or behavior immediately when you see a danger to people, equipment, or the environment. 2. Notify. Tell the affected workers and your supervisor right away about why you stopped the work. 3. Investigate. Review the risk together with the team to understand what caused the unsafe condition. 4. Correct. Fix the problem or put safety controls in place and check that the area is completely safe. 5. Resume. Get agreement from the team and leaders that the issue has been sufficiently addressed before starting the work again. And 6. Follow up. Share the safety lessons learned with everyone and document the event to prevent it from happening again. The benefits of employing stop work authority is that it saves lives and prevents injuries, protects equipment, improves safety culture, and saves time and money by avoiding incidents. But there are challenges that will be faced as the system is implemented. There will be reluctance to stop work due to fear of retribution, confrontational scenarios, peer pressure, or differing opinions on what constitutes safe. A successful SWA program requires that leadership explicitly guarantees no fear of retaliation or punishment for employees who exercise their authority. It also requires a formal, documented process that outlines how to properly stop work and return to work safely. A comprehensive safety training program is a structured, ongoing process that combines hazard recognition, regulatory compliance, and behavioral safety to prevent injuries and build a strong safety culture. The key components of a comprehensive program are: hazard recognition and prevention. Training employees to identify physical, chemical, and ergonomic hazards and understanding the hierarchy of controls. Regulatory compliance. Training must meet OSHA, EPA, and DOT requirements, as well as state and local standards. Per regulations, training must be based on the hazards an employee will face in the workplace. Emergency preparedness. Clear procedures for fires, medical emergencies, weather events, and evacuation processes. Personal protective equipment or PPE. Personnel must be trained on protective levels, proper wear, and care of their PPE. And behavior-based safety. Encouraging proactive safety culture, such as reporting near misses, job hazards, and peer accountability. Building an effective training program requires a commitment from all levels of an organization. The steps to implement a strong safety training program are: conduct a needs assessment. Identify specific risks and hazards in the workplace. This requires both a physical inspection of the workplace and researching the applicable regulatory requirements. Define training roles. Training must be tailored to specific job responsibilities rather than one-size-fits-all. Utilize multiple delivery methods. Combine classroom instructor-led training with online courses and hands-on demonstrations. The delivery method should be based on the most effective way to ensure the knowledge or skills are absorbed. Track and monitor. Training attendance must be documented, and using a learning management systems to track completion and schedule annual refreshers can be valuable. And evaluate and update. Audit workplace practices regularly and update training materials when hazards, equipment, or procedures change. Safety training can be provided using formal or informal training methods. Formal safety training is a structured, in-depth, and often mandatory requirement designed to teach specific skills. While informal training is short, typically 5 to 15 minutes, informal, daily briefings focusing on specific site hazards. Formal training can be in the form of certification courses like the OSHA 10 course or annual classroom training. Whereas informal training demonstrates practical application of safety standards and reinforces safe practices. Formal safety training is used for new hires, machinery certification, or mandatory compliance updates. For example, forklift certification, fall protection confined space. And informal training is typically used to discuss specific hazards of the day's tasks, reinforce safety standards, discuss recent near misses, or daily weather-related risks. There are several entities that have available resources that can be tapped into for safety training curriculum. Some are: the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, has the Training Institute Education Centers for official OSHA compliance training and federal guidelines for safety training located in 29 Code of Federal Regulations 1910. The National Safety Council, or NSC, offers safety leadership and specialized certifications. This is often a great resource for free training materials. And the American Red Cross and the American Heart Association offers certifications for CPR, first aid, and industry-specific training. Another important component of a safety culture is inspections and audits. Safety inspections focus on people, places, and things, such as checking for unguarded machinery, worn cables, improper and PPE usage, to fix immediate dangers. They are frequent, usually daily or weekly, and proactive for daily hazard recognition. Safety audits focus on operations, processes, and programs, for example, reviewing training records, policy effectiveness, and overall compliance. They are less frequent, typically annually or biannually, and provide a high-level overview of the safety management system. The benefits of a safety inspections and audits are: they ensure compliance. They ensure compliance with OSHA and ISO standards, helping to avoid injuries, illnesses, and regulatory violations. System improvements. They identify safety system weaknesses, revealing why accidents happen rather than just where to reduce the potential for recurrence. And reduced risk. When used together, they create a comprehensive safety picture that can reduce incident rates and protects employees. Safety rewards and recognition programs boost workplace safety by incentivizing proactive behaviors, such as reporting near misses and following protocols, which can reduce injury costs by 20 to 40%. Effective programs use a mix of on-the-spot recognition, tangible rewards including gift cards or merchandise, and public appreciation to encourage a positive, engaged safety culture. Key considerations for safety rewards include: focus on leading indicators. Reward proactive behaviors, such as reporting near misses, hazard identification, rather than just lagging indicators like zero accidents, which can discourage reporting. Instant awards. Provide immediate, on-the-spot recognition to reinforce safe actions immediately after they occur. Timely rewards have a higher impact because the recipient more readily associates the rewards with the positive action. Tangible and intangible rewards. Offer a mix of rewards such as gift cards, safety bucks, company-branded merchandise, or lunches with leadership. And public recognition. Highlight safety achievements in meetings, through company newsletters, or with plaques to boost morale and credibility. The benefit of public recognition is that it can incentive even those who are not receiving the reward. A safety hazard is any condition, object, or practice that can cause physical harm, injury, or death. The most effective way to protect employees from a hazard is to identify them and then apply a control method. Some key ways to identify workplace hazards include: workplace inspections. Conduct regular walkthroughs to observe operations, equipment, and work areas. This should include watching employees perform tasks to see how they are actually completed versus how they are planned. Employee feedback and surveys. Engage employees, as they often notice potential issues first. Surveys can be used to cast a wider reach. Reviewing records. Analyze near-miss, post-accident reports, OSHA 300 logs, and workers' compensation records to spot trends and recurring hazards. Job Hazard Analysis or JHA. Break down specific tasks step by step to pinpoint potential hazards in each step. Click the subscribe button and watch the FSTG Job Hazard Analysis video to learn more about this process. Manufacturer Information. Review Safety Data Sheets or SDS for chemicals and operation manuals for machinery. Both will include hazards associated with the applicable materials. And identifying non-routine hazards. It is important to also account for hazards that arise during maintenance, shutdowns, or unexpected equipment situations. Because they do not regularly occur, non-routine hazards can be missed using the other methods. The benefits of a strong safety culture include fewer accidents and injuries. There have been plenty of studies that have shown that there is a direct correlation between a strong safety culture and a reduction in workplace injuries. Increased productivity. Fewer disruptions from accidents and other safety incidents keep operations running more smoothly. Additionally, when workers do not get injured, they are available for work and do not need to be replaced. Improved morale and retention. No one wants to work in an environment where there is a good chance they can become injured. In a safe workplace, employees feel valued and safe, reducing turnover. Lower costs. When workers do not get injured, there is a reduction in workers' compensation premiums, legal fees, and accident-related costs. And better reputation. People want to work for companies that care about them. And a strong safety record attracts new talent and clientele. There are several common pitfalls associated with a safety culture. These missteps destroy trust and turn safety policies into empty words. Examples include prioritizing production over safety. Many organizations talk about safety, but fail to live up to those standards when they inconvenience operations. It is important from the top down that safety standards are recognized as non-negotiable, even when production pressure is high. Ignorance versus complacency. Very often complacency is used for the reason for an accident, when really it is ignorance. Ignorance means a lack of knowledge, while complacency means a lack of care or a false sense of security with things as they are. Quite often injuries occur because of lack of knowledge or awareness of the hazard. Communication and training is the best way to overcome ignorance. Underreporting. This is a major workplace data failure, with research estimating that 33% to 69% of injuries go unrecorded. Key reasons include fear of blame, complex reporting tools, and time pressure. Leaders must encourage that every safety incident, no matter the severity, including near misses, are reported by removing the fear of blame. And one-time training. The problem with only conducting initial training is the knowledge will fade and bad habits will return because people forget new concepts without ongoing feedback and reinforcement. Leaders must ensure that time is allotted for reinforcement training and that safety discussions are integrated into daily operations. Developing a safety culture is vital because it prevents life-altering injuries, reduces costly accidents, and builds an environment of trust where workers feel empowered to speak up. Key benefits include lower employee turnover, higher productivity, and proactive hazard prevention. We hope you found this training video valuable. Please give us a like and click the subscribe button to access additional FSTG training videos.